What do you find often gets overlooked, whether it's, from your own personal experience with your mom or from what you've heard from some of your readers?
There are so many things that go overlooked. Everybody misses something. I
Mm,
have not run into anybody who's like, "Oh, this is great." I talked to this one very, very prominent estate attorney for my book, and um, like the head of organizations for estate attorneys. Like he, and when his mother got sick, he had it all worked out. Um, and then he got to the point where after his mother died, they were trying to transfer an IRA account that he and his siblings had inherited. And the bank wanted a medallion stamp.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Yes.
Most people haven't even heard of a medallion stamp, let alone know what to do about it. He could not get the medallion stamp done. This is a highly qualified, professional who literally knows everything, and he couldn't get that done. I talked to a wealth manager who's head of wealth management at one of the big firms. When his mother needed help with Medicare after his father died, and she had to switch from his father's plan to her own plan, he had to ask clients. He had to ask his clients what they do about going on Medicare because he wasn't of that age yet and hadn't experienced it and didn't know how to help his mother in a functional way. He
Right.
could explain to you, how Medicare pays and everything about the Medicare system,
Totally
but
different.
in a functional way of the nitty gritty when it gets down to, I need help doing X, Y, or Z, it's really hard to do some of these things. And like there's no guidebook out there until my book comes along.
Right.
um like there was no information for me out there that told you, here's exactly how obstinate you can be, in this process. Here's where the line is that you do not cross. Here's how you say the words to the person on the other end in the IRA department who can't figure out how to transfer the accounts because something in the back end computer system is not matching up, which I also faced. When I had to transfer my parents' IRA assets after my mother passed, my mother had inherited IRA assets from my father, and then my mother died, and they had to go to me and my brother, and the between two companies the back ends didn't match up,
Oh, boy.
and we couldn't figure it out, and I had to call every day for months and be like, this money still hasn't transferred over. You have a tracker, it just shows red, and every day I called. Every day I was like, hey Ryan, it's me again. um but there's no rule book, there's no like training in CFP land that tells you how to do any of that.
No, there's not.
This is like human experience
Mm.
that, when you're moving money around, you're going to experience problems. Here's what some of those problems can be, like this is how you navigate through that.
Right. To create awareness of some of the roadblocks that you might run into that you
Yeah.
don't even know exist.